Good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, I wanted to talk about a couple of things with our face to face marketing strategies. And it really reminds me of something that I heard. I was just speaking at the Top Rep sales training seminar a couple of weeks ago, and my friend Chris Scoville from Improvify Finance, shout out to Chris, by the way, they have a great program. We use it in my business and we're very happy with it. But he said something from the stage that was so true. And he said, the contractor that cares most about the customer always wins. And so I just want to encourage us to take a look at the way that we are engaging with the customer at shows and events, retail, canvassing, even on the phone in the call center, but specifically face-to-face marketing, right? There's sort of this idea that we should just sort of ask the customer directly, hey, how old is this? Or, do you need this? Or whatever the case may be. I've got to tell you, the success I've had in face-to-face marketing over the past 15 years has been due to the way that we address the customer with a way that's not really like in their face like that. You know how many customers, when I first engaged with them, have given me the brush off, and through, very calibrated, kind questions that care about what they need, I was able to generate a lead and generate many, many sales. And so we really have to think that through and say, is what I'm saying to the customer conveying that I care about them? And if they walk by and I'm just shouting, how old are your windows, which is the experience I've had at many shows and events, walking by, certain companies' booths, I look at the customer and their face is sort of like, gosh, like that's pretty aggressive. Not to mention, you give the customer a pretty easy out. If they don't want to talk to you any further, they're just going to say, no, they're new, and they're going to keep walking. And I got to tell you, I have found far more success. I have found much greater volume of leads scheduled, and many more homeowners we've been able to help through asking way more nonchalant questions, by engaging in a real conversation with people, finding out if they truly have a need. If I just start shouting and barking at them about how old their stuff is, I seem kind of selfish. And I sound kind of like, what's in it for me? And if there's nothing in it for me, I just don't want to talk to you. So I would say it's very important that we look at our engagement strategies. There's nothing wrong with having a game or something fun for the customer to do as an engagement tool. And then, casually shifting the conversation to something that we offer. And look, they either need it or they don't, right? We're going to find out if, they have old windows or siding or roofing. But if we get too overzealous and we start trying to qualify sort of as we're, they're walking down the aisle and we start shouting things at them, I have seen customers respond with a great amount of resistance. And those same customers, if engaged in a different way, a lot of times will reveal the true motive, which is, we probably will do the windows, but not right away. And then we have a way that we can discuss what we can offer, and most importantly, how we can help. It's very important to make sure that we are not being egocentric with our engagement strategies, but that we are much more customer centric. Make it a great day.